Good morning. This is the Got Data video for the week beginning the 29th of January 2024. We have to remember we've got the end of month flows as well, so it's going to be a very busy week. We've got FOMC and NFP, and we've got the BOE as well, so you've got to be careful with the pound. We'll look at the pound in a moment, and the euro is going as forecast because the macro fundamentals are quite heavy, to be fair. We went from 104,000 and we dropped to 88,000, so it's quite a drop on the Euro FX net non-coms. This is the banks and institutions, so they have sold the euro quite strongly. The dollar is doing exactly what I thought it might do. It's just being quite stable, and yeah, we are just positive. Ever so slight increase on the USD, okay, but a big decrease on the euro. Let's look at yen. And this is the first time I've seen this, so we're going to go through it together, just so you know. So when I'm seeing this, it's the first time I'm seeing it, basically. Minus 56 to minus 70. So decline, incline. So it's going slightly higher, but that's going lower, that's going lower. So far, Euro USD sell and dollar yen buy, because that's going up and that's going down. But you've got to be careful with dollar yen because of the BOJ, and they might intervene again. Oops, yeah, we'll take euro off, put on Aussie. Erratic and very spiky, and it has come in. It's going in parallel to yen, which is, it's almost tracking yen now. That's strange, isn't it? That's really weird. Normally, they should be going in opposite directions. Because that's risky, and that's, well, supposedly a safe haven, but it's not acting like a safe haven anymore. So that's really interesting. So Aussie has depreciated, minus 47 to minus 54. Aussie off, pound on. Pound's going to be of note because we've got the BOE slight higher, I think, 30,000, 31,000. So it's a slight increase there, okay, which I thought would be the case. Canadian dollar, yeah, that's okay. I don't think we're about to show you the data. Yeah, so we went from minus 13,000 to minus 8,000. Continues like this, we're going to go back into positive territory. It's worth noting that the oil is potentially going to be going higher because of those fundamentals. And also technically as well, because we closed above the 200 moving average on the daily time frame on WTI. So technically we're quite strong, because if we're above the 200 MA, it's a technical indication for strength. And also we've got the macro stuff going on in the Red Sea, so it's pushing oil price higher. So it should send CAD higher, and that's probably what the banks and institutions they're looking at. They're looking at the fundamentals, and that's what's pushing CAD higher potentially. So you've got to be careful. We're still negative though, but if we go into positive territory, it could be quite good. It looks like we might get the dollar CAD sell if we get the crossover, okay? But we haven't got the crossover yet. CAD off, gold on. Okay, that's fine. 188. 169,000. So still very bullish, but they've gone less bullish, as you can see. And we did have some resistance here. It's like we had a triple top, and then we made a double top. Can you see? So we might come down to this here potentially. It's probably not impossible, is it? Well, it might see some support around here, which might push price sub 2,000, and then we might get some support, you know, around that area, a little bit below. And don't forget, gold is searching liquidity. So if the retail guys or the commercial guys, they've got their stops at a particular level, it's likely going to go down to hunt and destroy those traders. Okay, so gold's very, very tricky if you haven't got the stop loss cluster indicator, but you can get it from fxssi.com. Any questions about the stop loss cluster indicator, let me know, okay, and I'll help you and I'll guide you how to use it and stuff. So that's what I think might happen. Depending on where the stops are, it will go and gravitate towards those stops, okay? So fairly negative, and it looks like it's going to do a stop run to the one below. And we'll look at New Zealand dollar. Stable and sideways, just sideways, nothing really to comment there. We might get the NU buy, but you know, you want to be careful. We tried to cross over here, but we failed. We might try and cross over again, but yeah, it's tricky. You could potentially go long New Zealand dollar USD, but you'd want to be looking at your risk appetite. And if you were to go long that particular currency pair, you're expecting that we're going to go to all-time high again this week, which is possible. You know, it's fairly likely, but it's not guaranteed. You know, maybe that was it. Maybe last week was the all-time high for, you know, maybe give it a month or two. You know, we don't really know for sure, and it all depends on risk appetite. And we've got a very big week ahead this week, so there might be some short covering from the big fish, where they're looking to seek some shelter in safe havens. So New Zealand dollar would get sold off, and the dollar would get bid, because we've got a very risky week ahead of us. So you've got to be careful and have a look at risk appetite. And lastly, Swiss franc, and with the sideways. So that's it. I'll wrap up the video now. I've still got a cold, so I'm going to try and take it easy today. If I feel worse than I do tomorrow, we'll just do the bulletin in a non-video format. But if I feel better tomorrow than I am now, then we can start doing those videos again. So I wish you a good day, and I'll speak to you guys soon.